The market heads into Friday with the US dollar still very much in the driver's seat. However, the dollar has also enjoyed a very nice run over the past several weeks, breaking to fresh yearly highs against most of the developed currencies. And there are some signs in the price action that things could start to go the other way. Kiwi and CAD are actually marginally higher against the buck since the weekly open, this despite the New Zealand PM welcoming Kiwi weakness and the loonie contending with slumping oil prices. The New Zealand dollar had also dropped to a 2.5-year low on Wednesday before recovering into the end of the week, getting a bit more of a prop from the early Friday release of a recovery in producer prices. Meanwhile, the euro, pound, and Australian dollars are only flat to slightly lower, despite these three also dropping to fresh yearly lows against the buck. The only big mover this week has been the price of gold, down a whopping 3%, and at its lowest level since January of 2017. Clearly, the dollar demand and ongoing bid in U.S. equities has contributed to the slump in the yellow metal, though there has been enough stress in the global economy that could have easily justified a much higher gold price than what we've seen. And over in crypto land, Bitcoin and ETH remain under pressure, but also continue to find ways of recovering whenever it feels like it all might fall apart. Bitcoin has been particularly stubborn about keeping above $6,000 in 2018. The market has been feeling better into the end of the week overall, which is quite the departure from the anxiety that kicked things off on Monday on all the stress and fear of contagion from the meltdown in the Turkish lira, with reassurances from allies in Europe and Qatari investment, and this latest news of China sending a delegation to the U.S. later this month to renew trade talks, fueling the market's restored level of confidence. Still, things are clearly quite fragile out there at the moment, and sentiment could easily turn back down in a heartbeat. Getting back to the U.S. dollar and its run, there have been signs of a possible dollar top taking form, and it'll be interesting to see if this plays out and what the market gets as the catalyst for any potentially renewed dollar selling. Certainly any signs the U.S. administration is getting back to focusing on protectionism and soft dollar policy would be one of those candidates for such a catalyst. As far as Friday's calendar risk goes, things are fairly tame. Key standouts come in the form of semi-annual testimony from the RBA governor, Eurozone CPI, Canada CPI, and U.S. Michigan confidence readings. That's all for now.